Greetings, my name is Martin and 2 years ago I returned to WoW in Season 3 of Dragonflight after a 12-year break since the end of Cataclysm. So navigating my way around things like all the versions of WoW, Chromie time, Mythic Plus seasons, 4 raid difficulties, all different stats and talent trees, crafting, gearing, it was a ride. And leading up to the Midnight expansion, I decided to create this little video guide series because I feel like a lot of people doing these kinds of guides have been playing non-stop for 20 years and have no real clue what it feels like to come back to the game after such a long time. This is the Eye of Kilrock, let's look into that. All the kinds of WoW. If you've been away for a while and have already opened your Battle.net launcher, you might find yourself a little confused. And if you went even further, this may have gotten even worse. So to get things started, I want to tell you about all the versions of WoW that are currently live. Classic Realms. First we have the Classic Realms. These are special realms that followed the original World of Warcraft Classic launch in 2019. WoW Classic in general is a slower gameplay experience than the newer iterations. While the community doesn't always vibe like that, the game itself is considered to be more about exploration and the journey of leveling, less about grinding the endgame. Classic Era. These servers will stay forever Classic WoW, without any expansions or changes. They end at level 60 after the original Tier 3 Naxxramas raid. Since these servers have been live since 2021, you can expect the low-level areas to be not overly populated and the endgame being populated by mostly elitist sociopaths. Season of Discovery. This is an alternative mode for Classic. It had changes to class design, leveling is way faster, you can start doing different raids from level 20 and onwards, and they even had original content added in the later patches. Sounds fun? Well, unfortunately these servers have been discontinued. There isn't going to be any new content coming, so the player base has plummeted. You can still give it a go if you like the Classic era, but would enjoy a little more quality of life and a couple more interesting buttons to press. But if you're looking to raid or interact a whole lot with other players, don't expect too much from SOD. Classic Hardcore. This is pretty much Classic era, but if you die, you die. You've got to create a new character and start over. This mode is most popular for streaming events. I wouldn't know why any sane person would decide to do this just on their own time. But whatever. Classic Anniversary. These servers were launched in December 2024 with WoW Classic and are going to head into the Burning Crusade, the first WoW expansion, in February of 2026. They seemingly progress a little faster than the initial Classic Realms and come with a couple more and earlier quality of life changes. If you are looking for a lively Classic WoW experience, the Anniversary servers might be your best bet right now, as you'll currently find tons of people in the leveling zones preparing characters for the upcoming expansion, and come pre-patch in mid-January, the XP requirement from level 20 to 60 will be drastically reduced to adjust for the upcoming expansions. Classic Anniversary Hardcore. The same as the original Hardcore, as far as I know, but different servers. As of now, there is no news of these servers progressing into Burning Crusade, even though a lot of players call for it. Mists of Pandaria Classic. Mists of Pandaria Classic is where the originally launched WoW Classic from 2019 is at now. It went all the way through BC, Wrath, Kata, and is now in Mob. All of this happens at an expedited timeline. Kata, for instance, only lasted a year and 2 months, while the original lasted longer than that. Unfortunately, player numbers are receding, so at this point the community does wonder if these servers will continue after Mob, but there aren't any official statements out there for it now. It would probably be good for the health of the game if they'd clear things up anytime soon, because this unclear future surely keeps players from putting everything into this mode right now. Live World of Warcraft is what's generally referred to as retail. This is the current WoW expansion, the War Within, which will be heading into Midnight on March the 2nd. When people think about WoW or talk about WoW, this is normally what they mean, unless they are very deep into the Classic swamp. This version of WoW is also where normally all of your old characters live if you're returning after a longer break. So if you're returning to play Midnight, live servers are the ones you are looking for. Legion Remix is a limited time event which goes only until January 19th. It is the Legion expansion, but all content put into a window of just 90 days. It launched as Initial Legion, and every other week a patch with new raid and world content was added. Legion also comes with infinite scaling, so your artifact weapon will make you into a literal god if you set your mind to it. Legion Remix is a limited time fun mode. It's a cool option to play some sped up Legion if you missed the expansion back in the day. The currency bronze can be used to buy tons of transmog. With increasing power levels you will be able to solo raids and high key Mythic Plus dungeons, and it can also be a great way to level up characters quickly. The limited time remix format was added as a mode at the end of Dragonflight with a Mists of Pandaria version, and it is to be expected that it will return in another expansion near the end of Midnight, as the remix modes have resonated very well with the community. You find the remix mode inside the game, it has no option in the launcher. And that's it for today. If you have any more questions on the topic, feel free to leave a comment down below. While you're already there, feel free to like and subscribe for plenty more helpful and interesting WoW videos to come. Thank you very much for watching. This was the Eye of Kilrock. See you next time.